What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. Understand that I have been kind of absent. Work has been kicking my butt, and trying to get this dual PC setup has just been insane. I built a gaming and a streaming PC with no prior knowledge by myself, and I have this whole stream setup for you guys on Twitch, which the link's down below if you want to go check that out. If not, totally cool. But in today's video, we'll be checking out the new Titan exotic helmet, Precious Scars. So how to obtain this exotic, you can either get it from the Legend or Master Lost Sectors that are available that day. You have to make sure that it does say exotic helmet as the reward drop. Obviously, if you do it solo, you have a higher chance. If you do it solo on Master, it's more common. But I ended up just doing Legendary and got all the exotics, pretty much right when everything dropped. And I was able to get it, I believe, on my second try. But let's go over the perks. Kintsugi, as reviving or being revived, you gain an aura that provides overshields for you and nearby allies. What's pretty cool is that the helmet, it actually has in real life lore significance, because I completely forget it, but my name is Bife explained it that I forget what culture it was, but when a pot breaks, they would actually put it together and put gold in between it. So there is actual lore behind like the word kintsugi and stuff like that. So I would look that up if you're someone who is just maybe like a history buff or a nerd or something like that. I guess first let's go over PVE. Again, it is an interesting exotic, but in a majority of the time in PVE activities, how many times are you reviving someone in an engagement that is like, oh crap, I really need to revive this guy, right? It's either in those high-end activities like raids potentially, or even something past the legendary Nightfall Ordeal, which can be Master or Grandmaster. I can see it being viable there, but for lower tier activities, my question is it as viable as other exotics people use? Now, I think for a survivability type thing, especially if you're going to be rocking something like Ward of Dawn specifically, my question here is this more viable than something like Helm of Saint 14? Right? So, again, that's up to you. Personally, for me, it was only good for those higher tier activities. I didn't get any gameplay here or anything on stream. I was just kind of like screwing around with it to see like out of all the time inside of a strike, is this exotic actually is actually usable, right? So in my opinion, not really for a majority of it, but maybe for something like legendary on higher for those nightfall ordeals. I can't talk today. Or potentially even some raids depending on your team's light level. The real question here is how good is it in PvP? Because the only time you actually get to use this exotic is for activities where you actually have to res your teammates, which is regular elims or Trials of Osiris, right? So I was like, do I hop in Trials and just like get real sweaty with all these other people and test it out? And I was like, no, we're just gonna go into regular elim and test this bad boy out. So my thoughts on it. To be honest, it felt okay. Now, in my opinion, there's always going to be those exotic armor pieces for every single class that really stand out. Obviously, for Titan, One Eye Mask and Dune Marchers are probably the top picks currently. And I feel like when you get into those engagements, when it is elim and it's like a 3v1 or a 2v1 against you and you need to go res a teammate, typically well-coordinated teams can stop you from resing your teammates. So I'm 50-50 about it, because yes, it is good when you res your teammate and another team's coming in and you're like, oh, look at that. Like, we got overshields rolling. Like, you can't stop us as long as we're like fairly close together. And it does work very well in that time, but out of how many times are you able to pull off the res? So I'm 50-50 about it. And here's the thing. It's not that the exotic is bad. I'm just trying to see what the viability of it is versus other exotics and things that people use, right? So I don't know. I like the exotic. The aesthetic of it is freaking dope. Like, the lore stuff behind it and the actual, like, in real life history applications are just great. It's a cool exotic for sure. I'm just trying to figure out the viability of it, because I can't even think of a way to improve it other than maybe make resing time faster for you picking up your teammates or something like that. Because they used to have those exotics in D1 that would do that, but people would do the run res where you'd hold X when you ran by them and it would res them, and they ended up getting rid of that because, well, kind of cheap. But and people were 50-50 about that too. So I guess just I guess in summary, man, like it is a good exotic. The viability of it compared to other exotics and the amount of activities it can be used in is very low.
Yep.
Alright guys, looks like we're at the end of the video. Just wanted to cover 3 things with you. Number 1, about support. If you're looking for the #1 best way to support me, there's a link below that'll take you to a 4-minute video that I made a while ago. If you want to go watch that, that'd be awesome. If not, it's definitely not going to hurt my feelings. You can also subscribe to the channel, like this video, share this video, follow me on social media with the links below, and all that great jazz. Number 2, regarding social media, I have a Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, and a few others. If you would like to keep up to date on Destiny 2 related content, be sure to use those links below to find me on those platforms. And number 3, going over the clan, if you're looking to join my clan, we have some spots open on all platforms. We're looking for active players and community members in the Destiny community. And typically we like to play casual PVE and PVP a majority of the time. I'm definitely all about that solo grind, but I'm willing to definitely play with people in the community, like definitely willing to do that. If you're looking to join, there's a link to the clan page on the Bungie.net site below, and all you have to do is request to join and I'll approve it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll catch you next time.